Hey, all right, everybody. How's it going? Look, I've got another box. Okay then, so what's inside this box today? Well, it's the Iscooter U2. It's a small folding e-bike. Let's get it back by here because there's hardly anything to do to put it together. So let's just get the bike by here. Right by here. Now, it did come with another box. There's the other box by there. And inside that box was a charger. And that says 42 volts at 3 amps. We got a sort of press thumb throttle there. Then we got the instructions, a reflector. And then the only tools that came with the bike, and the only tools you need, I believe, is them two things there. Because all you've got to do is put the pedals on. And I inserted the top part of the handlebars there. That's all I had to do. The pedals. That was it. So here is the Iscooter U2. Now, like I said, I can't say here it is all put together because the only things I put on were the actual pedals, and this part here was sort of down by there and that was folded down. So it's almost fully pre-assembled straight out of the box. Now, I have got the thumb throttle by here somewhere, so I will put that on. Now, I have used these in the past and I've always found that the bolt there isn't quite long enough. So we'll see if that's the case this time. And there's the, I don't know if you can see there, look. There's the thing to connect that. But anyway, let's have a little bit of a closer look at the bike. So looking down here at the wheels, 160mm discs. We've got cable operated brakes. The wheels are 16 inches and the tyres are 1.95 wide. Now it does have a rear seat, but I don't think it's adult sized. Okay, so they have left a gap there, so you can put that on. So let's just see if it does fit, because I've had trouble in the past with these. So let's just see if it does work, because the handlebars do look quite thin, so it should just pop on. I'll try and do as quick as possible, like so. We'll pop that over there. We've got to get that out of the way. If I can make that a bit wider, go over there, like so. And I think we're going to be all right by here. And we'll do that up. So there we go. That's the thumb throttle. That's as easy as it is to install. And we'll just put that wire on the bit that's down by there. So this is what it looks like with me sitting on the bike. I'm 5'10", 178 centimetres or 1.78 metres. And it is actually quite comfortable. I mean, I am in an upright position. We'll see what it's like when we go out on the old open road. But just by sitting on it, very comfortable. Okay, so a bit of a closer look. We've got the suspension at the front there. We've got integrated front headlight, folding handlebars. Then we've got the folding mechanism there. I believe they are folding pedals. Then at the back here, we've got a good sized hub motor. And it does say on the actual website that it peaks at 500 watts. Now it has got a rear light right by here, but it's got its own battery and it's got a button on the top, so you've got to press that there. It'll give you a solid light on one press. The second press will flash, and then the third press will turn it back off again. And I can see there's a reflector in there as well. Okay, so that was a quick look around the Iscooter U2. Let's get this bike out on the old open road. Right, okay, here we are, out on the old open road on the Iscooter U2. And I gotta say, it's a fun little bike. I do like these little bikes because they're easy to sort of maneuver around. So I've unlocked the actual top speed. So we'll give it a try by here on the main road now. We'll just see how fast it goes with the thumb throttle. So let's give it a try. Right, we've got a nice open road by here, so let's press the thumb throttle. We got 12 miles per hour, 15, 17, 17.7, 17.7 miles per hour. Now we've only got one rear gear, so we'll go and do a hill test now and see what this one gear is like. And it's not too bad for a 36 volt e-bike. It's pretty good. Now this part of the hill is a hill, but it's not as hilly as the hillier part. And at the moment I'm pedaling. I'm sort of ghost pedaling at the moment. It's getting away from me. Let's just see if I can use that's the thumb throttle. I'm just using the thumb throttle at the moment. and that is taking me up this hill, this bit by here. Now it does get much steeper, so I expect I'm gonna have to put some power from my legs in. So let's go by here. Now there's a tunnel coming up by here. We'll have a look what the headlight is like. So with the headlight, you just hold down the plus button, and then the light comes on in the front. So we'll get into that tunnel by there, and we'll have a look. We'll see what it's like. We'll see what it's all about. Because it's fairly dark inside there, so it gives you a good idea of what it's like. So let's get into the tunnel by here, and we'll see what the headlight is like. Now I can see, I think I got it shining up too high there. See it there, look, so let's try and push that down. Right about there. It's not too bad, look, it's pretty bright. It's going across there like that. That's not too bad at all. I just got to readjust my camera because I knocked it. Let's get this tunnel on, stop over by here. This is the test by here now. We have only got one gear at the back, so I'm on full assist, which is 3 levels, level 3. And we got the hill coming up by here. Now, like I said, I expect I'm gonna have to put a little bit of effort in by here, or maybe a lot. I don't know till I get there. So let's see what it's like. Almost to the steepest part. At the moment, it's quite easy. Let's see what it's like by here. Oh, there's all bugs flying everywhere. So this is the steep part of the hill. And I'm gonna say, it's all right. It's not too bad. I am putting a little bit of effort in by here now because it is getting steeper. I don't expect the thumb throttle. I'll try it. I'll see if it takes me up, it still keeps me going up. So there's the thumb throttle. We're on 10 miles per hour. So it is actually, it's no speed machine. It is slowing down to 9 miles per hour. But it is actually still taking me up here with the throttle, which I'm quite surprised. But it did say on the website, they said it's a 36 volt and 500 watt peak power. So let's see if we can get to the, old cattle grid by there. 8.5 miles per hour. It's quite steep by here now. Slowing down to 7 miles per hour. So I've got to put some pedal power in, like so. There's a car coming as well, so we'll pull over by the side. Right, okay, we've made it to the cattle grid like that, look. There's the hill over there. Now, since I've stopped, we'll do the old squish test. So, very squishy. Very, very squishy there. It is a nice seat, I gotta say, it's a very comfortable seat. There's my hand for reference. It's not the widest seat in the world, but it's very, very comfortable. And here we go, there's the bike there. It did make it up the hill. So let's carry on up the rest of that hill, which is a little bit steeper than that bit down there. So let's go. Now, the nice thing about having the thumb throttle is it gives you a bit of a boost when you take off. So it's easy to start pedaling. So here we go, up the hill. Like I said, this is the steepest part. Let me just take that off there and see what the pedal assist is like. So this is probably the steepest part of the hill by here. And I have got to put a bit of human power into the old legs there. But you can use the throttle as well to give you a little bit more boost. So it's not like 1,000 watt e-bike. It is, you know, it is limited to the 500 watts. But for what it is and the price you pay, it's very good. Now these bikes are aimed more at short journeys and people with camper vans or caravans, things like that. They're sort of little city bikes, commuting, easy to carry around because it has got a handle on it there, which is quite nice. I touched that. When you touch the thumb throttle, it sort of stops that as a car coming. Let's pull over to the side. Okay. Right, so we're on a big hill now, so we've got to what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're pedaling and you touch this thumb throttle, it does cut out the pedal assist for a second or two. We'll get up by here and we'll try, it must have a walk function, so we'll see what that one is like when I get up by here. And then when we get to the top, I'll turn around and we'll try the brakes. And hopefully I don't topple over. There's loads of flies, there's flies. Get off the camera, get off. Right, let's stop by here and we'll have a go. Let's see what the walk function's like. So, oh look, I've got a warning there, look. Hot, hot, hot. So it's telling me that the motor or the controller, probably the controller, has got a little bit hot coming up that hill. There we are, look, hot, look there. The controller's in there somewhere, isn't it? Doesn't feel that hot. Well, it feels a little bit warm, but not hot, hot. So I'm wondering if that controller's been a little bit, there we are, I'll stop now. Car come in. It's cooled off pretty quick, but we did have a hot thing there then. Let's press this down now and see if we've got a walk. Yeah, we go as a walk function. What's that like? That's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's better than some. Because lately I've been having e-bikes and the walk function has been really weak. And this is on the weak side, but it's not as weak as others, if that makes any sense. Some are too strong, some are just right, some are too weak. So this one is, it's okay, it's not bad. We're walking at about, it says 3 miles per hour there. I don't know, that might be over exaggerating a little bit, but it does feel a bit slow. But we'll get up to the top there, we'll turn around and we'll try the brakes. They're 160 millimeter discs, cable operated. It should stop this bike all right. It's quite a light bike, so we'll give it a crack. I don't know if you can see there, look, there's the carrying handle. Right, let's see if we can get on here. Hope it doesn't overheat again. Here we go. And this hill here is over a mile long, so it's a little bit of an extreme test for this kind of bike. But it's got up here. It did say hot on the thing, but it has actually got up here, and there's no hot thing on the screen at the moment. So is that another car coming up here? Oh my word, so many cars. Right, let's get up here and turn around and do the brake test. Now I got to remember to lean back a bit, because on these bikes that are quite short, they do tend to tip up a bit in the front. So I'll remember to put my weight backwards, just a touch. So let's turn around, like so. I better put this camera down low. I got to keep the camera down low because when you do a brake test, it puts a lot of pressure on this DJI action thing by here, and it breaks it. So that's why I broke the last one, by doing brake tests all the time. Right, here we go then. We'll try and get up to, the front brake's on the right side, which is the right side. Let me just check the back brake. That could do with a little bit of adjustment, hang about. Right, I've adjusted the back brake slightly, just to see if it does. Let me just try that one more time a minute. Let's see if it does skid. That's better. Right, here we go then. Hey! Try and get up to like 15 miles per hour or something like that. Right, ready, steady, go. Oh, actually that was quite good. I didn't have to lean back that much at all, actually. Let's have a look. So there we go. Let's put that there. Hope no cars come around now. Let me just, the bike's a bit wobbly, but then we put it in the middle of the road. It's only got a short little side stand. So there's a car coming this way again. Oh, bloody hell, man. I got to keep moving all the time. Right, come on. Right, now let's try again. Right, there we go. There's the bike there. There's the mark where it made on the floor there, look. That's not bad at all. So what we'll do next is, what should we do next? I don't know. I think we'll try the old gravity test. We get that like that there. We'll go down the hill. I won't use pedal assist. I won't use the thumb throttle. We'll just see what gravity does to this bike. So we'll just go down here quite slowly. I like to go down this hill as fast as possible just to see what the handling is like. Now, I wouldn't want to come off this bike because I got shorts on. So we'll just see what it's like when it's at speed. At the moment, it feels all right. We've only got small wheels. It does feel quite nimble. We're doing 18, 19 miles per hour. As long as no cars come, 25 miles per hour. It's picked up speed quite quickly. 28 miles per hour. It's sort of staying at 27.9 miles per hour, 28 miles per hour. I think that's about as fast as it's going to go, 28 miles per hour. Can we get any faster if I duck down? No, I said 28 miles per hour. Hey! I think we better start slowing down for this. My camera's gone over to the right there. Come over here. And then we'll go over this cattle grid by here. Right, okay, a few more hills by here. We'll go around this way. Actually, should we go around this way first? We'll go around here first. So what we got here, we got 3 bars left on the battery. Now I can't remember what the actual battery size was, so I'll put the battery size on the screen right now so you can see what it is. I don't think it's very big. Like I said, it's more of a city bike, this is. But we've got 3 bars left at the moment, and the big hills did take a chunk of that battery out. So we'll go around this way, and we'll find another hill in front of us by here, and this will take us back onto the mountain again. Right, okay, this hill is really steep by here, so I might have to get off because I haven't got the seat quite high enough to pedal hard. So I might have to get off. Can I get up here? I don't know. Let's try. It's very steep, this is. I think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to make it. Yes, I am. Oh, that was far better than I expected. Now, there's a path by here. Let's go along here. Round the corner. Down this little path by here now. Yeah, it does get up hills. You have got to put a bit of effort in, but it's not. It's better than expected. There's a couple of doggos now. Let's go over this side. Bit of off-roading now. This is not suited to off-roading at all. It's not. Right, here we go. So, I will say that with the skinny tyres and the small frame of the bike, it's not very well suited to off. Well, I say that, if you go slow, it's okay. But you can feel the bumps. You can feel the bumps. Oh, I don't know why with these little bikes, they do make me laugh. In a good way, not in a bad way. Now, see, there's a big hill by here and the bike has stopped now. I can't, there's not enough oomph in it to get it up by here. So I'm going to have to push it. Oh, I'll use the hill assist. Now, if you do want to go through the functions, you can press the plus and minus button there, like so, like that. And if I press like that, that's miles per hour. So we'll set that with the M. We've got P02, P03, and P04. Now, P05 is the speed. So it's either 30 or 25. So it's 25 kilometers per hour, which is the legal limit. And if you go to that one there, 30, that just gives you a few miles per hour more. It's only a few miles per hour more. With me on it, it almost went 18 miles per hour. So there we go. Right, okay, so I've ended up by here. So I've got to go down a big hill. So I'm going to have to do some sort of off-roading on this bike. But I got a lovely view by here, all around me. A beautiful day. I think it's 23 degrees Celsius today. So I'm going to try and go down that big hill in front of me on this bike. It should be okay, it should be fine. But we'll find out. We'll find out together what it's like. And we'll see. So this is quite a steep hill. Like I said many times, I've said many times, many times, that hills do not show up on video. But I don't know if you can see, there's a house at the bottom, and you can see the roof. I think you can see the roof of the house down by there, and I'm at the top. So you can see this quite steep. So I'm gonna have to go down here very slowly because we've only got small wheels. We've only got front suspension, but it should be fine. It's very bumpy, it is by here. It's all like up and down. It's not a smooth path, if you know what I mean. But, oh, and small wheels tend to go into the divots a little bit, so it's not ideal, but we are making it down here. I think I'll just use the back brake at the moment, like so, because it's a little bit harder when you're using the front brake. Now, I will say that this kind of bike is the kind of bike that you keep your both hands on the handlebars, because it's got narrow handlebars. And narrow handlebars means that if you've only got one hand on and you hit a bump, or if you pull the brake, the handlebars usually twist and you come off. So when you've got narrow handlebars like this, I'm talking about when you're on the road, it's best to keep both hands on the handlebars. Obviously, when you're coming down a big steep mountain like this, you keep your hands on the handlebars. But yeah, it's okay. If you go at a slow speed, everything's cool, everything's groovy. So I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at the small lumps and bumps in the road, because, like I said, small wheels and bumps don't mix very well. I forgot I had the pedal assist on then. Oh, look. Now, can I get through there? Am I going to be able to get through you? Oh, no. Oh, it's all stingies everywhere. Oh, my God. And I got shorts on. Right, come on, let's go. Oh, ouch. Oh, this is going to be terrible, isn't it? Right, wish me luck. Oh, no. I'm stuck in here. I can't get out. Oh, blank, you know. Oh. Right, I got to check for. Oh my God, that was terrible. I was trapped in stingies and everything. And right, let's have a look. I'm covered in creepy crawlies now. It's the time of year where everything's overgrown and all the insects are out. Oh, but it is a beautiful day. I said it's 23 degrees Celsius today. For people living in America, that's something like 76 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, something like that. And like I said, when you got both your hands on the handlebars, it handles really well. So when you've got both hands on the handlebars, it handles really well. But when you take one hand off and you start braking, you start getting, I'm trying to show you, if I brake, it starts going everywhere. The same if I do that hand as well, it starts pulling everywhere. So you've got to have both hands on the handlebars, because narrow handlebars mean you've got less control. You know what I mean. So as long as you've got both hands on the handlebars, it's absolutely fine. Anyway, I think I'm going to make my way back. Right, okay then, that's my review of the Iscooter U3. All the links will be down in the description below. And if you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!